Hello everyone, I'm your hostess with the mostest, 8-Second Gaming, and in today's video we're going to be breaking down 3 of the most common mistakes that I constantly see solo queue players making in their rank climbs. Now guys, I have solo queued to Masters twice before, and I'm actually currently in the process of doing it again. And I constantly see the randoms that I'm getting making the same mistakes, so we're going to be breaking these down and fixing them today, and by the end of this video you will understand what you are doing wrong. But just quickly guys, if you are here, it's very clear that you are looking to get better at Apex, and if that is the case, then you need to check out the GameLeap website right now. Over there we have top level coaches, including myself, making tons of video guides that are all targeted at making you the best Apex player you can possibly be. We have legend guides, gun guides, VOD reviews, and much more. There's hundreds of guides on the site already, with more on the way every single week. So click the link in the description, pick yourself up a membership, and start to improve today. But okay, with that out of the way, let's hop into the mistakes. And the first one that I want to talk about is don't force yourself into a team comp. Now I get it, a very popular type of video on YouTube, and one that we've made on this channel, is talking about how important a good team comp is. You do ideally want to have 3 legends that synergize with each other and not have redundant abilities. But in a solo queue environment, it is much better to have you on your main legend that you are comfortable and know inside out and backwards, rather than you try to force yourself onto a legend that you don't fully understand. When you're on your main legend, you're playing in a much better mindset. You understand your legend's strengths and weaknesses. You know what kind of situations you can get in and out of. You know what you can do, and you do it well with that legend. Now, for example, let's say that your main legend is Wraith, but one of your randoms picks Octane. Octane is a fantastic entry fragger, and if you pick Wraith, you're kind of stepping on each other's toes a little bit. So you go, alright, well, I'm going to play support then, and you pick Gibraltar, but you've never really played Gibraltar in a competitive setting. You don't really understand bubble fighting, you don't really understand how to use his ultimate to space teams out or to be offensive with it. You're just kind of there using his abilities and hoping it works out. But imagine you had actually just picked Wraith and you understand her phase and the timings and her portal placements. You would be infinitely more useful to your team and yourself in that situation. So don't force yourself into a team comp, it's not worth it in the long run, just play who you're comfortable playing. But okay, let's move into mistake number 2 now, and that is don't be the hero. This is not an anime. You are not the protagonist. You're not the main character. You cannot walk into a field of 30 teams and just face them all down. That is how you get mowed down. That is how you make your team lose the game. Something that a lot of people always forget when they're solo queuing is the fact that they're actually solo queuing. Your team's not really going to be backing you up if you're trying to play the hero card. A much better, safer, more viable option is to just play around your team, especially if they have matching names like his Lifeline or her Pathfinder, or, you know, much less cringy with just matching clan tags. But if they have those matching names or clan tags, then you know that they are duoed. And if they're duoed and not talking in game chat, they're probably talking in a private chat and they have a game plan set in mind. Don't be the hero, play around them. One of the best things that I've heard about the solo queue environment is 3 people doing something stupid is much better than 1 person doing something smart. And that should be drilled into your head. If the fight goes south, you can always just kind of back out, play for yourself, rat, get some RP. It's not the most glorious thing, but at least you're gaining and you're making your way through the ranks. Once you guys break the habit of not being the hero, you will see that you're not actually as hard stuck as you might think you are. Because you're trying to play the hero card, you're getting some fat RP losses, and that is what's keeping you hard stuck. Break that mindset, stop getting the fat RP losses, and you'll start to climb. But okay, mistake number 3 is not fully understanding how the rank system is made. Apex Ranked is designed around 3 stacks. The devs have even said that. When you solo queue, you are actively putting yourself at a disadvantage. And not a lot of people actually fully understand this. Yes, they do go into solo queue thinking that they are at a disadvantage, but they don't understand how much of a disadvantage. When you go into a solo queue ranked, especially once you start to get to the higher levels, it's essentially like entering a race against Usain Bolt and shooting yourself in the foot before you even get started. Now, you might be a talented player, you might be one of those prodigies that that is actually just slept on in the community. But if you don't have a 3-stack, you're not going to be as good as you potentially could be. And this is something that messes with people a lot because yes, you could have a ton of skill in the game, but solo queuing does not do you any favors. If you look at the best players in the game, when they play competitively, they build teams around them that boost up their weak points. Like if you look at somebody like Imperial Hal is a fantastic IGL, one of the best in the game when it comes to that, but he does fall off in certain areas, and that is why he has Reps and Verholst backing him up and why he's chosen them. They fill spots in his gameplay that he's weak in, and they support him, and it's vice versa as well. Teams are more complicated than that, I am very much aware, but it's just an example, go with it. So when you're solo queuing, always have it in the back of your mind that you're going into every single fight at a disadvantage. It's kind of like when you go to fight somebody and you see that they're all on purple armors and your team is all on white armors. You take that fight differently than if you had full purple as well. It's the same thing with solo queuing. Go into it assuming that they are a 3-stack that have perfect communication. By doing that, you will start to put yourself in better situations and play a lot better in the long run. Now, solo queuing is extremely tough. It is not a simple task. So if you guys have any questions, drop a comment down below. I will do my best to answer it. Or alternatively, if you guys want to see my solo queue to masters, just swing by one of my streams over on Twitch TV/8secondgaming. I'd be more than happy to answer questions over there as well. And with all this being said, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did and you want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest Apex Legends tips, tricks, and news, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Once again, I'm 8secondgaming, and I will see you in the next one.